Hey guys, I wanted to let you know about this awesome power charging station I got on Amazon a couple weeks ago, and I'm in love with it. It's amazing. It's been a life changer on camping trips, especially when we don't have any way to charge our phones, charge our fans when we're out in the tents, and just keep our electricity running around for the things that we need. So yeah, I mean, this thing works perfectly for what we need. Sort of this display right here is very well laid out. We have your input, which is actually where you charge. Here you sort of have a dashboard, which actually tells you how much power is left on this bank, which is very, very helpful, especially as you get closer to zero. You know what you need to prioritize. Down here you can see it says DC, which is telling you what type of currents are currently going through it. So you know that for certain AC outlets, you'll actually have to hit this switch to AC button, which is very important, but it's labeled very well. The outlets that you can actually charge from, there's many of them here, so we actually have two USB-H spots, which is super helpful, and I'll show you that in a sec. USB-C, here's your AC outlet that you usually see in your normal house, which is super nice, and then DC out, and then here's your input. So what's super nice about it is Amazon, they give you all different types of charging cords, so you can charge it in multiple different ways. The one I usually use here is this AC adapter for your wall outlet. You just plug this right in here, and this in the wall, and you're good to go. You start charging. It charges very quickly from a wall outlet, which I've been super impressed with. Then you actually have two more car chargers, so if you're in the car or you need to get a little bit of power before you go off on your camping trip, the car port adapter is super helpful as well. But yeah, no, and then the other really cool thing on here is the wireless charging on top. So if you have a phone or any type of other device that has wireless charging, this is super helpful, and I'll show you here in a sec. The other thing too, this actually has two handles that actually fold up, and been super helpful for carrying around. It's a lot more comfortable than carrying around sort of at the bottom like this, which has been super helpful. And lastly, there's up here in the top left corner, there's a flashlight button. So if you're camping in the middle of the night, you need a little bit of light. This power bank has a cool flashlight, which I can show you here real quick. Look at that. And then you can actually strobe it as well into two different strobe settings, which is super helpful. But yeah, here, let me show you some of the stuff. So right now I'm at 85% power. But yeah, no, it charges multiple different ways. So I have my 13 mini phone here, and as you can sort of see here, it is charging, which is super nice. You just put it on top, let it sit. If you want some of a faster charge, you can actually plug it in. So I've got multiple different outlets just to show you the versatility that this charging station has. So here's one of the new USB-Cs. Plug it right in. And my phone has started charging, which it charges very quickly. This thing still holds a lot of power, which is awesome. One of the other things here, I'll show you I'll keep this one plugged in. I have my AirPod case, and I'll use my USB-A, which is just above it. I'll plug that in, and it has lit up red, which means that it's charging. So I mean, you can charge multiple things at the same time on this, which is super helpful, especially if you have a group of friends that want to charge all their phones at the same time. If you want to run a laptop, if you want to run anything, it comes in handy a lot. Last one here I'll show you is the AC outlet, which let me just unplug this one. I'll plug it back in. And so once you plug this in, all you gotta do is hit the AC button, and it switches over, and it is now charging. So, I mean, this thing works wonders. I haven't had any issues with it. And I mean, every electronic that I've ever wanted to charge on a trip, or even if you have the power out for a little bit, it's come in handy, and I don't know how I could live without it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this product.